So it's about a month to the college spring semester, and I meet up with this girl. All right, let's call her Samantha. So Samantha and I meet at a table waiting for our microbiology class, and if I'm not mistaken, we were learning about the different microbacteria such as protozoa and helminths and whatever. It's microbiology. It's very boring. Anyways, she and I talked for a bit, and we both find out that we were both Christians. And not only that, she and I go to the same church. Some time passes, and at first I didn't really think much of it. However, I guess I made it obvious since my buddies in my class would sit next to me to make fun of me and for just staring at her. Not in a weird way, but you can tell that I had interest in this girl just by my face. Now, this banter would go back and forth, and eventually I saw Samantha during the service at my church. She was with her family at the time, and so was I, and so my parents talked with her parents, and we both talked for a bit as well. And I vaguely remember, but I believe we were talking about our senior pastor moving out of state, doing God's work and all that, you know. And a few weeks would pass, and midterms would come up, and life goes on. However, I managed to catch up with her again, and she told me that she invited to her birthday party, and I was taken aback at first because I didn't know we were that close to the point of inviting me to formal events like this one. But hey, it'd be working on a Saturday, so I called off work and I decided to go that day. Once I arrived at her house, I kid you not, when I saw her, I felt my heart drop. Like, bro, she was drop dead gorgeous. She looked way different compared to when she was at school or at church. And yeah, it was like a dream. Okay, I know I sound so cliche, and I know it sounds so like 12-year-old high school like cringe, but bro, I felt like I was in high school again because I never had a girlfriend or even had a crush. But anyways, not to get into too much detail of the party, but we had some fun. You know, there's some dancing, there's some music, and there's some delicious Mexican food. Yes, she is Latina, and you know the thing about Mexican or Latino culture parties, they go hard with some banda, some mariachi, some reggaeton. Bro, they got everything. Their dance floor, bro, I remember this one time as well at the party. This guy, I'm gonna call him Steven. Bro, Steven, he did not look like a dancer. He was embarrassed to even go on a dance floor. But then at that point, we were like, "Come on, Steven, come join us." Bro, my man was busting down some moves, bro. It looked like he could be in one of those like BTS dancing concerts. Off topic. So after a while, the party ends. I say goodbye to her. I say goodbye to a few of our mutual friends as well. And dude, on the way home, bro, I swear, I could not stop thinking about her. I don't know, it's like my feelings for her just skyrocketed, and at that moment, I said to myself, like, okay, I have these feelings. This is like a once in a lifetime opportunity. I'm gonna go pursue her. I'm gonna try to, I guess, get it with her. And because of that, the funny thing is, I began to pray more regularly than usual. And I'll be honest right here, alright? I don't reach out to God enough. If anything, I only do it before I eat or during Sunday service. However, I had a strong feeling about this girl that I felt like she and I were hopefully going to, be together, and then I was gonna, eventually, hopefully something would become serious. And so I decided to bring Jesus into the equation. And I remember I would pray the exact same prayer in the morning as I'm going to school and going to work, and also right before I go to sleep at night. And it would go along the lines of like this: Lord, I pray that if Samantha is the girl for me, I pray that you open doors of opportunities for me. But if it's not her, then slam that door shut in my face and make it obvious. And I would keep on doing that for about I mean, I still do it to this day, but I would keep doing it from that point on to like for about a month. Now, a month passes, and I believe this is around Memorial Day weekend. And she and I eventually exchanged numbers around that time, and we now move on from just texting each other to now calling each other. Now, if you know me personally, I like to call people. If you were to look at my text messages, they're completely dry. They're so basic and they're so boring. Like my conversation would be like, "Hi, hello, are you here yet? Or I'm on my way." Blah blah blah. You know, you don't have like full, meaningful conversations. Anyways, we had a long conversation through voice call about life. You know, what's going on with her, what's going on with me, what are your plans, etc. And this would last for about a week until the Wednesday we got back from break. She and I met up after class and we talked about what we did on Memorial Day. And so I start off and I told her that, oh, I spent the day in San Diego with my family. We were on a boat. We watched Top Gun Maverick. Good movie, by the way. Blah, blah, blah. And as you would do, I ask, how was your weekend? How was your Memorial Day weekend? And you know what she tells me? She says that during that holiday, she spent it with her ex boyfriend. As in, they hung out with each other. It was not by coincidence. She genuinely went out of her way to go out with her. Now, she and I opened up a bit about our past. I myself have never been in a relationship, while she recently broke up with her boyfriend about a month prior to that conversation about the Memorial Day weekend that we had. She even told me that she was no longer interested in him and that she was moving on from him and that she was just, trying to move on and just move on with life, Whatever happens, happens. But that statement just contradicted everything that she told me and what she was saying. And I'll be honest, that hurt me. When she told me that, I was like, wow, I spent so much time talking to this chick, and here she is still having feelings for her ex-boyfriend. I even decided to, have a second opinion and input for from a few of my friends about what she and I talked about that day, and they all said the same thing, that that was a bad move on her head. Now, did she say that intentionally? Probably not. However, nonetheless, it made me feel like such a wasted time of trying to pursue this girl that we can eventually become a thing, only to find out that she still has feelings for her ex. And looking back, I did realize that God answered my prayers. I mean, I did say if she wasn't the one to make it obvious and slam the door, that sign of her going out with her ex couldn't have been more obvious. So I thank God for that. And it still sucks though that it happened. And I haven't really gotten interested in someone in a long time. And I thought I might as well, shoot my shot. But unfortunately, it didn't go far, and now I'm here still, single. But if there's any good that came out of this situation, is that I still pray daily to this day. Not necessarily finding a girlfriend, but I always thank God for all the things He has done and all the things that He will do for me in the future. And I just pray for what is to come in general.